And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV Redo. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. So it looks like we've made our way back to the overworld. Yang is no longer with us, unfortunately. And, Sid took his own life by filling a bomb full of 7-year-old scotch and blasting his ass to oblivion. He will be forever missed. But not the smell. Anyway. So, I went ahead, I went into the town of Baron first and sold a lot of the mithril gear drops that the enemies dropped, and I sold off a bunch of junk items that we won't ever use again. So, but I didn't actually utilize Cecil's room for the free healing here. So, let's do it now. And we need to talk to Sid's men now. Sid was telling us about these guys, and if you were a good little RPG gamer, you would have explored the town and found out who these people were. Don't worry, I got you covered. We're gonna go show them to you now. Because the only time we went to that side of the castle was when the castle was pretty much abandoned during our visit to rid the world of Cognazo. So, in this condition, under these conditions, things have changed. Reverted back to the way they were, where all the people denizens of the castle are in their normal places. And that includes these assholes. We did that already. Yep. Let's keep moving. And here they are, Enos and Penis. Come here, Enos. I'm trying to talk to you, Enos. Enos! There we go.
Lord Cecil, the fleet master, told us you'd be coming. Told us to make a hook and bring it to the Enterprise for you when you came. Won't take but a few minutes.
Alright, make sure the subwoofers are working at full power. Make sure you install the 200 disc CD changer, filled with nothing but berry white. Goatee! Alright. So, that ought to do. Now you'll be able to carry that hovercraft of yours beneath the ship. Just fly over the Enterprise and hit enter to hoist her up. To set her down, press enter again. Should you be able to reach the Cape of Iberland now, down by the Tower of Bibil. So they even were nice enough to tell you where to go. Thank you, but about Sid. Hey, quite a handful, I'm sure. You don't have to tell us. The man never rests. If you killed him, he'd probably come right back from the dead to keep on working. We'll be best to get back to work. We've a mountain of it waiting. Best of luck to you. And so now we have this unique skill, and that's what explained, for those of you wondering, why the hovercraft remains on the map here. Now you might think, oh, there's some other caves that we could go over the shallows with. Don't worry about those caves. You can go visit those places, but they won't really do much for you. Now that we've got our hovercraft, let's go ahead and head to Iberland. Pretty much this way, as it'd be faster. Yeah, really, anything I would have done would have been faster than I did. Should have went the other direction, but oh well. Alright, we'll get there in no time. Now there's some enemies out here that you can fight. Many of them we've already fought, but there's two that we have not fought. If you're really that hyper concerned about the bestiary, and I've been pretty good with it, I'm not hyper concerned about it, but we have made an effort to get as much of it as possible done. Let's make a save too while we're out here, actually. We've got everything else going for us now. It would be in our best interest to save. There we go. Go. And into the cave we go in just a moment. This is an enemy. Oh shit, Moors. I want to say they're weak to ice. Or maybe not even magic at all. Might just be physical damage. Let's just do that now. Yeah, kill that Moor real good. So then there's only one other enemy I need to fight around this area. But I'm too lazy to do it right now. Let's keep moving. Alright, so this is the Cave Cave of Evelyn! Welcome to the Cave of Evelyn, which in and itself is pretty much a maze. As you can see, look at that. And mapping it's kind of a bitch, too. So yeah. A lot of enemies that you'll bump into here, as I'm, a little late on that explanation. You're gonna fight a lot of the enemies you fought in the Tower of Babel here. Babel, whatever. You'll fight a lot of them here, so don't be too excited, I guess, to see familiar faces. Alright, so the Golem graced us with a rather rare drop of his. A Giant's Glove. Slightly lowers magic defense, but look at that. Increases magic evasion and defense better than what it has. And then strength goes up through the roof. Put that on Cecil for now. There are other things that can be done with it. For later. Alright, so you can see this place is a fucking maze of a bitch of a maze to get through here. Alright guys, it must be my fucking birthday or something, because we just got another Giant's Glove. And we'll put it on Kane. Fucking A. That's fucking sweet. I don't know what else to say to that. That's probably a first for me to get two of them to drop like that. Normally I'm not that lucky at anything I do. Alright, we'll have to go down into the water. Alright, let's keep moving. I want to say there's a cave around here somewhere, but I'm not finding it. Okay, guys, I have to show this to you. It's fucking raining giant gloves from the fucking sky. I've not been ever that fortunate with them to drop so much. So, fucking A, dude. Giant gloves all around. I'm just sitting here going, where are they all coming from? I know where they're coming from, but it's like so many. Alright. Running. Okay. We want to make sure we get what's over on that side real quick. Alright. And then that little area in the bottom right corner. Alright, let's keep moving. There we go. Missed a little nub somewhere. Oh, the exit to the next floor. You can kind of see it right there in the bottom left. You don't see the cutoff line. So we don't have much left. Good for that. Alright. Let's keep going. Alright. Sweet. 3 Bakayu Swan. Bakayu? You asshole! Now this place is a little unique. I wonder what it could be. Let's use the inn. Even if you don't need to. Even if you haven't spent that much, I will say that it's up to you what you want to do. Still kind of stand by doing this. Alright, this is, I believe, just a standard item shop. I sold off a lot of Yang's old claws, but I kept the fairy, the cat, and the hell claw. Just for some standard purposes. Just don't worry about it. I kept them. I also kept a little bit of the gear as well. Alright, we can pick up another ice armor and another ice shield. This is more up to you if you want that extra bit of defense, but as you can see, the only person that's going to get the defense bonus here is Kane. The ice shield doesn't really do much other than increase evasion, and it only is going to help him by 2. So you may as well just wait because better gear's upon the horizon. And I'm going to stand by that. I don't think you need to go out and buy new gear right away. You may feel the urge to do that, but I don't really think you need to. I believe there's some free items floating around here, though. It might... Okay, there's a potion. I know there's more. And me being a jackass and doing more explanation than actual hunting, I skipped by them, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm pretty sure there's another Ninja Sutra around here, too. You notice we haven't really used any of them either. Is it there? No. Maybe there isn't. I'm just going insane. Oh, there was another item or two in here. Not really. Oh, there it is. Is there something here? Alright, that's everything. I knew there was another Ninja Sutra here. Alright. If you talk to the people around here, they'll tell you that they were chased out of their castle, and there's a prince who went after someone. Don't worry, don't look into it too much. You can get all the explanations you want just by pressing forward. Now we're going to start seeing some old enemies and some new enemies. Some of the old enemies are enemies, as you can see, back from earlier. You're also going to see some enemies that we bumped into hidden in the chests inside Eblon. So don't worry too much about any of that, though I will show new enemies as they become available. Alright, let's keep moving. By the way, for those of you who are curious, Rydia has learned Firaga and Blizzaga, and Rose has learned Haste, and that's really about it. I think she learned something else too, but Dispel. So for those of you who are wondering about their magic progression, they're still progressing, and Rydia is up for a spell upgrade rather soon for Thundaga, which is Thunder 3 or like Lit 3, whichever way you want to say it. Alright, let's keep going. I think there's a through here. No, I don't think so. Okay, this fight. It's much like the fights in the past with these assholes. There's just a lot of them, and if they really annoy you, blast them right straight to hell. Now, some people ask, is the summon stronger than... Is summoning Ifrit stronger than Firaga and vice versa? Or is it the reverse? My understanding has always been that Firaga is stronger than the summon from Ifrit. I mean, I don't pay hyper close attention to it. I mean, I always usually end up blasting away with Fire 3. But I believe that Fire 3 is stronger, which is why it comes later in the character's development. So, just as a heads up, I believe that is stronger. And if we look at Rydia's casting, where is it? Ifrit is 30, at the same time Fire 3 is 30, but I believe Fire 3 is more potent. You can also single target, so that's another thing that makes it a bit more potent as well. The fact that you can single target an enemy with it, so that outright makes it pretty good. Alright. Delicious high potion for our trouble. Can't get up there, so there's no point in trying. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies in this area, by the way. As you can kind of tell just from looking at the way it's laid out. Alright, let's get back to this here. So you'll see me in map mode a lot more here than in other places. I just want to make sure I feel like I missed a passage, and be pissed if I did. No, I didn't. Okay, so the other chest we get from the other side. Alright. So let's move back this way. We'll have to get that chest when we get on the other side of this wall. Which we will be able to do, mind you. Just don't put too much thought into it right now. Just keep your eyes peeled for little cracks in the walls and work your way through. I think these are new, actually. Now, these are the soldiers from before. Alright, let's keep moving. Unravel more of this place. There's a lead back downward. But, let's see here. There's a lot of chests just floating around. Alright, Rydia just picked up Thundaga, which is always good. I feel like I'm going ahead of myself here. Let's grab this, that. Obviously, we're going to come over here and grab that chest in just a moment. Alright. Get the spider silk. Just finish out this map. If we went the wrong way, we're gonna get a cutscene, but it really doesn't mean anything. Running, 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 running. Actually, I think the passages to those are over here somewhere. If not, it's on the other side, but... And look at that, we get 3 delicious Hermes sandals for our trouble. Yay. Okay, so I missed the path. It's on the other side of the wall. Let's go get it. I believe it's on the other side of the wall. We'll also check the room prior to this one. Okay. By the way, inside the eggs are not the enemies that were in them before. They're Lamias this time around. Alright. Let's see here. It's gotta be over here somewhere. I missed it. Looks like you'd think it'd be right there. Ah, there it is. And there's this. Alright. An elixir. And another elixir. Yay! Let's go. Get out of there, asshole. Let's go back this way. I want to check the rest of this room out just before. I have a feeling if I keep going the way we're going, we're gonna get ahead of the dungeon instead of where I actually want to go. Alright. Ooh, look at that. A shuriken. And a battle. Okay. Needle. And I think actually this is the... Okay, so it didn't matter. Ah, well, whatever. I think this is a safe point. It is. As well as it is a secret chest. You should always check. And we get a blood sword with an enemy ambush. Again, enemies that we really don't care that much about. Alright. And we can't really read this, I guess. They didn't fix it. Alright. The blood sword. Let's talk about that. It's a piece of shit, much like the blood lance is. It's easy money. Do I need to say more? I don't think I do. It's crap. We don't use it. There might be some opportunities to use it later, but it doesn't really have any kind of significant payoff. Let's pop a tent or two. You definitely want to be healed up for what's coming up, but we're gonna finish checking out the entire southern, this entire area out before we move forward. As tempting as that is. Yeah, we need to use a couple of tents. So yeah, we've come to the point where the tents have lost their punch. But I'm one of those guys that will keep using tents until I am out of tents. I won't go out and buy more tents, mind you. That's counterintuitive. I will not go out and buy more tents, but I will sit here and use tents until everybody's at HP and MP are full. And I'm usually pretty good with that. That's not full. So it's going to take in the course of 3 tents to heal up the entire party. In the future, just to burn through tents quickly, I won't make you guys sit through this. Normally. Sit through me using 3 tents because I'm excuse me, I got the hiccup now. I have to recover MP. For those of you wondering why am I using 3 tents in a row, it's all MP recovery. The character's MP is so high, specifically Rydia and Rosa's, that the only way to literally flat out recover it is to use a cottage, one cottage, or use a tent. Use several tents, rather. So you're kind of left to the mercy of the game at that. We can't reach this chest at the moment. And we'll have some stuff play out before we can actually reach that tent. Let's move forward. You may also notice that I think we can't 100% complete the room because of the bottom's not fully looked at yet either. Alright, and we're good up here. Yeah, you can kind of see that south path doesn't have the line, I think, connecting at the bottom that it has to have. So let's go grab that, because I'd hate to have to run all the way back here after the fact. Yeah, see, we would have had to come all the way back here, so I'm glad I got that now. Alright, let's finish this area, because we're almost done with it. And we'll use our little shortcut that we know of to get back over there. Okay. Doing? Get the fuck over there, asshole. There we go. I don't think I need to heal, do I? Yeah, we can heal. That's something anyway. Alright, let's keep moving. Up we go. Make sure we uncover all the map. hard to tell which is stronger, Fire 3 or the Summon. We meet at last. I've been looking forward to this. Oh wait, wrong guy. I'm reading the wrong one. We meet at last, brah. I've been looking forward to this, Rubicante. Should I know you from somewhere? I'm Prince Edge of Eblan. Booyah! Like a mother. Eblan, I'm afraid I do not know the place in which you speak. Then let me help you remember, brother. No, they're not really brothers, I just... Oof! Ugly-looking clown. And it looks like this poor sap's all by himself here. On a one-on-one. I'm not in control, so I'll put my controller down. There's no point. Shove that hot poker right up his ass. Do it! Do it! Pitiful. Allow me to show you real flame. Oh god, I can see his nads! Flash! Oh god! Oh, and boom goes the dynamite. Damn you! You're of strength worthy enough of pride, but not nearly enough to think a challenge of me. Hone your skills. I look forward to facing you again when you have me. Come back here, dude! Are you alright? I lost and he got away. Of course I'm not alright, dude! We came to find Rubicante too, and the crystals he holds. Rubicante's mine. You stay out of this, man. I'm gonna put an end to him with my own two hands. Your enemy is an elemental archfiend, Your Highness. You've seen his strength for yourself. Don't mistake me for some pampered prince. The Iblanese royal family is heir to the secrets of ninja masters of old, brah. I don't need help from lesser men. Enough! I can't watch another person go off and die. First Tella and Yang, and then Sid too. All of them. All of them. Hey, I mean... Rydia. Rubicante is the strongest of the four archfiends. Whether we can even hope to defeat him, I cannot say. But we have no choice. We must take back the crystal he holds. It doesn't look like I have much choice. I can't leave a pretty girl crying. Let's do this together. Then, just this once. And when we're done, really, I'd like to, do you. Too weak to stand and still as arrogant as could be. It's nigh uncomical. Rosa, do you think you could put your hands upon him? Kira! Tastes like healing. Thank you, my dear. You're not so rough on the eyes yourself. Right then, time for us to break into the tower. Now that we're all fast friends. That was an awful fast recovery. And the Ninja Edge joins the party, who's practically on edge. Okay, no, that wasn't very good at all. Okay, so really quick, let's just finish this. There we go. And there's one more chest to grab, so don't get ahead of yourself. But let's talk about Edge. In the regular game format, I usually put Edge in the back row and I equip him with boomerangs. But because this is one of the few characters that really benefits from the ability skills. So we're going to give him two. We're going to give him Whirlwind and we're going to give him Reach. Reach is almost self-explanatory. And then Whirlwind, we're never going to use, but we're going to give it to him anyway. Yep. So there we go. Edge is all set. Now Reach allows him to use a melee attack from the back row without it hurting him. Now the problem that we run into is this. There's not a lot of room for skills to get put in here. And of course we don't take items out. My suggestion is almost take out ninjutsu, but sometimes you even use that too. Ninjutsu is like black magic and a hint of white magic thrown in together, not of the healing variety. Let's just take out throw for now, because we're going to hold on to a lot of this throw. Now, throw is like with the blood sword, for example. If you were to throw the blood sword, he would actually do some damage, get some health back, but ultimately it doesn't mean much. That's why it's not even worth saving to throw. But swap rows, keeping him in the back row. And, let's put Cecil there and Kane there. Yeah, we're gonna keep them apart from each other. We don't need mid-battle porking. And even then we could even do that too. It just depends on where you want characters. I'll just keep them there for now. So yeah, now Edge has the ability, as I said earlier, to attack from the back row. Whether that's important to you or not is irrelevant. You can still play the game moderately without him doing it. Let's look at his ninjutsu. Mirage is the same exact thing as Blink, except it's on itself. A Shadowbind can sometimes cause stop on an enemy, but it's very rare. Smoke lets you flee from battle, and Flame is an AoE, all hits all target level. I would say it's rated at a level 2 spell strength. It's not super strong, but it's not as bad as I want to say it's on par with Radiant's Spyro. So it's about, give or take, and that, you know, is kind of an underestimate. That's an underestimation, but I'd say about that. It's about that. So keep those numbers in mind when you're throwing spells out. But like I said, it's a pretty nice speed up of being able to kill enemies. And then Edge normally is going to just melee from the back row. So that's how that'll play out for those of you pondering. So yeah. And the battle is won. Rose the levels. Yay! Now let's take a look at Edge one more time. Really quick. You notice he's actually about 7 levels lower than everyone. He speeds up though. His in normal games, he's even further behind than 35. I want to say he's as low as like 28 when you first get him, which is very annoying. But yeah, I think he's even as low as level 28. But here's the deal, is that he plays a really good game of catch-up. Because it takes him less levels to level than everyone else, just be the way they designed him to catch up. It looks like they gave him more levels here to be on par with where we probably almost should be, weakest case scenario. How should we enter the tower? You forget, you're with a ninja, bro. Oh, here we go! Oh, yeah. That was rad, man. Alright, let's keep moving. And you'll notice this is like a 2-parter dungeon, so if you're not feeling positive with yourself, you may have wanted to backtrack, but there are some nasty motherfuckers here. So first things first, these bastards can hit you with blaster. And again, that's something I don't personally want to get hit with. It's not a big deal because you can see they didn't take a lot to go down. But, especially considering Cecil keeps counterattacking them. But, well, that actually worked out. So maybe that's not too bad. We'll see. Like I said, they can hit you with Blaster, and Blaster is one of those spells that can not necessarily ruin your day, but it does make things get kind of ugly. The bright side of that, though, there's a bright side. Not much of a bright side, but there's a bright side. The bright side, let me change my party layout. I'd rather have Cecil on the bottom. I'd rather have him closer to... I'd rather have him there. I don't know why. But I do. What was I saying? Oh, yes! Blaster will always target Cecil first. So at least you know it's not going to hit anybody who could get a big XP boost. So, yeah, if Cecil goes down in battle, not a big deal. I'm not big on that, personally. Because I'll let the other characters pick off the Corels. And, you know, leave Cecil dead till the battle is over and then pick him back up. Just to help other characters kind of catch up as is necessary. Alright. Let's keep moving. No, that much of the map. Let's keep going this way. Okay, here we go. This is where it might get a little ugly. We got a a ogre here. Mad ogre, to be specific. Pretty nasty fella, but not the end of the world. Uh-oh, Cecil's gonna go down, but that's okay. Oh, he lives. He lived. I thought it was actually gonna get worse. That's not too bad. Let me think here. We can actually, I think, stop. Let me find it here. Who's got, yeah, there. I believe we can stop the Mad Ogre, which is one of his light weaknesses early on. The other weakness is that he only does melee, so he's only going to be punching the shit out of Cecil, so not worried about that. Yep, you can stop him. They didn't change that aspect, because they could have, and they didn't. Let's have Cecil attack the balloon, just to kill that thing so it doesn't blow up. But you can kind of see how this battle gets ugly really quickly if you don't know exactly how to approach it. Not a hard battle, yeah. Actually, one of the chests down here has a really weird kind of premises to it, much like a battle we fought before, and we'll handle it with a similar kind of format. You'll see how it goes in a little bit here. So Kane levels up. I don't know why I'm getting the coughs and hiccups all of a sudden today. Let's keep moving. Yeah, and we get the ogre killer, and I wonder what's in here. Fucking ogres. That's correct. Again, you run into that fear issue here. Just have Cecil cure himself this fight. Use bluff. Use Cura again on Cecil, because he's going to take so much damage it may be necessary. We'll see. Usually it's not that bad. You could try casting stop on everything, but that's pretty irrelevant, to be honest with you. There's better ways to go about this fight. That won't make you burn through as much MP. You're talking 90 MP for one fight. It's not worth it. That's not worth it at all. There's, like I said, better ways to go about doing it. And now I just realized Cecil can just heal himself for that matter. Or just let Rosa do it, get the extra damage in there. Magic's not going to do much, so don't bother with it. Summon Dragon. Our strongest summon bluffed up. Bluffed up. So that way we get maximum damage from it. I am showing this fight because some people get intimidated by it when they really shouldn't. It's not a hard fight. Not in this version of the game. In other versions it can get really ugly because you have the bosses, you have these guys taking out your casters and can't focus the attention on Cecil. And usually you have Cecil backing up Rosa most of the time. So it's something to think about. We get Break. Break is a pretty kick-ass spell, as you guys have seen me exploit the shit out of Break. And that's not something I take too lightly. So we'll keep Break kind of in reach of her, because there are going to be times to use it. You could, in fact, use it on the ogres if you so feel the need to. I don't think you need to, really, unless you get in a fight with multiples, but again, you saw me handle that pretty easily. I guess we could also swap for the ogre killer. We don't need the elemental affinity that much. Ogre killer, I believe, also works on golems as well, so this is a much better trade-off, and I'll show this weapon off to you right now. But we're gonna let Cecil go after the ogre, but we're gonna take out the sorcerer first. The sorcerer, like the marionneteer, will summon in creatures, and this time they're not pushovers. They'll start summoning stronger Lamias, or they'll start summoning the green dragon, which we're not gonna tackle right now. We want to avoid the green dragon fights as much as possible. They're pretty nasty. So yeah. Just saying, it's not something you want to dick around with too much, is to dick around with them. But you can see this ogre axe is doing us. Ogre killer's pretty damn good weapon for this dungeon. Just because, you know, it's full of fucking ogres. So, yay for that. Alright, let's keep moving. We get 3 bomb cranes. Sweet. Uh-oh. Okay, so problem enemy here. The Lamia, I think this is the Lamia Queen? Or do they call her something else? I got a better idea anyway. Nope. I believe she can be bracketed. And it didn't even matter. 3 attacks from Cecil is enough to kill her. So, fucking A. Fucking A, fucking A, fucking A. A. Let's heal up. Let's keep moving. There we go. We can't obviously get over there yet, so we'll have to go back to the door. And oh no. Storm Anima. You know what? We're gonna move forward. I'm gonna skip ahead here. The Storm Anima does nothing interesting whatsoever. There's no point in putting any thought into them. They're just like all the other Animas we have fought. Uneventful, uninteresting, and not really capable of really hurting us. Alright. Yeah, they just sit there and hit you a few times. They don't do anything of interest. Well, I usually tell people don't even bother with them. They're fucking pansies. Alright, let's keep moving. Oh god, another new enemy. The Ghost Knights. They counter attacks with some pretty annoying status effects. I believe status effects? We'll take a look at them soon. Let's have Cecil work one of them down just as an example here. Or no, he counters magic, I believe. Never mind. Anyway, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. And I'm not hyper. You can see I'm not hyper concerned about them. Look at that. 2 hits from Cecil was all it took to kill him. And again, these Storm Anima who are just as equally uninteresting. All they do is melee attack. Once in a while, I think they throw a spell out, but it's nothing significant. I think they really just attack you and look, oh no, my 200 HP, what am I gonna do? There we go. So you got to see me actually kill one if you guys were upset that I didn't show that fight. There's nothing to that fight whatsoever. The Animas, they look intimidating. You'd think there'd be a little bit more to them, but I guess they never really wanted to do much with them, so fucking A. You know, what can I say? And we're running. And you can see there's a little area over there that we gotta see. So you can see this upper portion of the Tower of Babel is much more spread out. Alright. We get Ashura, which is a weapon upgrade for Edge. Doesn't really matter where you put it. They took out the left and right issues, and he's ambidextrous anyway, so it doesn't matter. Attack and speed are improved, so definitely put that on. Again, another reason why Edge is a little bit better and argued in some ways in this version of the game than he has been in past variations. So, I mean, he's in the bigger portion of the game, he sits in the back row, so he's always going to be taking less damage for quite some time, which is kind of nice when you think about it. Alright. Motherfucker. Alright. Whoops, that's the way we just fucking came. I did it again. Wrong way, numbnuts! Let's keep moving. Just to kind of open up the area yet again. Okay. Let's make sure we map this whole area. This is one easy little area of the map to miss. Alright, so we got that. And let's make our way this way. Alright, let's just map the rest of this real quick. There we go. And what do we get? A red fang for our trouble. Yay! Alright, let's head inside, and it's another save point. And based on since I know what's coming up, because, you know, if you played this game before, you know what's coming up, this is a good place for us to stop for today. We got pretty far. We're back in the Tower of Babel again, on the upper section of it this time. And we are fighting our way to Rubicante, who is at the top. I used to call him Rubicant as a child. I've heard the voice acting in the DS version call him Rubicante, so that's what I call him now. I think it sounds dumb. I like Rubicant better. It just it flows off the tongue a little more naturally. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy. Oh, and you know what? Before we actually stop, there was one thing I could do here with Edge that I didn't do earlier. We actually kept some of this, the Giant's Glove and the Power Armlet. Since we were lucky enough, strangely enough, to get the actual Giant's Glove. This is a tough choice to choose. This gives him better magic and regular defense, and it gives him better strength. The Power Armlet gives him better evasion. Edge usually has pretty good evasion already. His weakness is always his defense and his magic evasion, rather. So we'll give him the Giant's Glove instead. I totally forgot that I had that. And pretty much we can sell off the other ones from this point on, because the Giant's Glove is a pretty good showing here. Anyway, I didn't even think about that until I was looking at gear when we put the Ashura on it. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I'll put it on later. Oh yeah, I'll put it on later. And then I kept back in my head, kept forgetting to do it. Anyway, so we'll see you on the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy before we do. I am your host, the RPG Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Become a subscriber. Support the channels you like. It inspires us to keep doing what we do, and I do enjoy playing these games and showing them off to you guys. They're wonderful experiences and all that. So become hit that little subscribe button on the bottom. Give this video a thumbs up, especially if you want to keep watching more upon more. And being a subscriber will tell you when we have new updates and new videos coming out and all kinds of cool stuff. Comment in the comment section below. And yeah, all that good stuff. Check out my website at www.jacktardstudios.com. And I'm looking again at MP. Oh, it's not technically full. We'll use one more tent. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked with my tent escapades here. And check out our website at www.jacktardstudios.com. You can watch me live on Twitch, www.twitch.tv/JacktardStudios if you want to see these games played live and in real time. Because some people like to watch them in real time and kind of see the process that goes into grinding and preparation and see how I handle the battles on a battle-to-battle basis, not just, oh, this is one way to do it, look at that, yay, and just see how things play out. So, anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.